Welcome to Online Philosophy. Oh, great. There goes the electricity. I guess we'll have to finish this video by candlelight. I really need to get a laptop so I don't have to depend on electricity. By the way, we refer to essential services as utilities because the government has determined that these basic services are essential to happiness. So their rates are regulated by law. This week's lesson in utilitarianism is related to that use of utility. In fact, the principle of utility states that we should create the most happiness for the most people. Throughout history, philosophers have sought to define and determine the source of happiness. One of the earliest and most persistent theories of happiness is hedonism. Hedonism is any philosophy that concludes that pleasure is always good and pain is always bad. Nothing that provides pleasure can be bad, and everything that causes pain is bad. There are two kinds of hedonism. Psychological hedonism says that it is psychologically impossible not to pursue pleasure and avoid pain. Ethical hedonism says you have a moral obligation to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Hedonism is the natural state according to the hedonists. People do not need to be taught to seek pleasure and avoid pain. They do need to be taught to avoid pleasure and embrace pain. For instance, parents punish us for not eating vegetables, but no one is ever punished for refusing dessert. As a natural state, it is the best state to live in. We should pursue the blueprint within us, which is the seeking of pleasure. And to fight against our nature is wrong and painful. The duty of the philosopher, then, is to define pleasure, because most people don't know what makes them happy. Many people do harmful things under the guise of pursuing pleasure, for instance, smoking cigarettes. Hedonism is a persistent philosophy. Aristippus in the 4th century BC founded Cyrenaic hedonism. He advocated an unreflective pursuit of intense, immediate pleasure. Epicurus, though, founded Epicurean hedonism. He taught that the absence of pain, not the presence of pleasure, is the wise man's goal. Surprisingly, he said the greatest good of all is prudence. But when we fast forward to the 18th century and the modern form of hedonism, we find utilitarianism, which is one of today's most pervasive philosophy. Oh, the lights are on. Here's to a good week in philosophy.